EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 31-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some room to work. Running right through him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Henry. Escapes the defender. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Pushes him over. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 2, Brady. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards left on second down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a dump off here complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Desperados have moved out in front. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Henry running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Brady. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Draymond Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Proen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Henry again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He finds his man complete. It's Schwartz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will go to Henry out wide.
Missed.
He will not go down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jackson looking to throw on third. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Jacobs now. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Desperados have yet again retaken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Brady now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Henry out of the pistol. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Desperados 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Slide for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now Brady got to have this one. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Brady to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.